Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family, my Aquarius gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, guys. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else it's here for. Try to keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, guys, okay? Can't be for every single Aquarius. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else is here for, okay? Cross watchers, you are welcome. I know I sometimes forget to say that, but it's not a no-brainer, right? When it comes to tarot, if you happen to believe I'm talking about your person, just place yourself where you belong in the story if you are a cross watcher, okay? Now, you guys, we do have a very action-packed pre-shuffle here, but before we dig in, I do have some announcements. If you want to fast forward through, you can. I don't advise it because these are huge announcements, especially for our channel. I definitely have been hinting at the fact that I want to expand, and we are expanding, you guys, okay? The rollouts are getting ready to be very huge, monumental for us. I'm so excited. First things first, I have definitely been working on an oracle deck for us, okay? That is just about finished. So pre-sale may go up within the next couple of weeks or so. Just be on the lookout for an announcement. Super excited. Y'all been waiting for this, and I am waiting, okay? I'm very excited about that, as well as some merch, along with some other spirituality products that I've been working on as well, okay? So that's just a little bit of what is to come in the future. Now, meaning today, okay? Please listen up. This is not a drill, you guys. We are implementing our personal reads again. Yay! Okay. If you are OG to this channel, then you know that I used to offer personal reads. That has gone away for quite some time, but now we are rolling this out once again, okay? Let's be very clear about how things are going to work. First and foremost, in every reading, I will have the instructions on how to get that going. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, that will be listed down below in the description box. Please read those instructions very carefully, okay? All of the rules and everything will be there for you. The pricing, all of that will be down in the description box, okay? Secondly, this is not a free-for-all, right? This is on a first-come, first-served basis. Every month, I will allot a certain amount of readings per month. Okay, so it is on a first come first serve basis, as I stated, and I will definitely let you know each month when it's been cut off and when I'm not accepting personal reads for that month any longer. Okay, so that is what we have. I hope you're excited as I am. I hope you are as excited as I am, guys. I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in. That's enough of the announcements. Click the like button as well as the subscribe button, period. Okay, now I feel like we have somebody who is definitely thinking a lot, which is surprising because I feel like they acted very stupidly in this connection, almost as if they didn't have a brain, almost as if they didn't think, right? I do feel like they got very comfortable with not having to think when it comes to you. They kind of thought that the pattern in which the two of you got used to, the pattern in which this connection had gone on would just continue. You understand what I'm saying? So they never quite thought that their well would run dry. They never quite thought that it would be the end of what they deemed to be a constant for them, which is the way that you allowed them to behave in the connection. Because I do believe you had a lot of power to end things, or a lot of power to end their behavior. There may have been a little bit of enabling going on. Let me just say that, right? Like, not to beat you up, that's just me keeping it real, okay? So let's go over the cards, right? First card out. Partner in crime, okay? It's not what you think it is. It's not. I'm not even hearing it the way that it's written, but we'll get to that in a moment. We also have passion, okay? Past may be affecting this, absolutely. All right, we have round and round. I guess that comes as no surprise, right? Based on what I just said, we have blah, 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 wah, 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 wah. All right, holding on, and illumination. So I feel as though this person is definitely being enlightened about their own behavior, right? It's almost as if they're being forced to look at this mirror or look at things in the right perspective all of a sudden. This could have something to do with your actions now, right? The way that you're handling yourself or the lack of engagement that you are giving this person. Now, partner in crime. very interesting, you guys, okay? I feel as though this person didn't take this connection as serious, but now they are so passionate about getting back into your good graces. They're actually holding on to this for dear life. They're trying to stay optimistic, but I think that that is just a ploy, right? Underneath that feigned optimism, I do feel somebody panicking. It's almost as if the analogy that my sister often uses is people look cool as a cucumber on top of the water, right? Like ducks, they look like they're just kind of floating across the water, but underneath the water, their feet are panicking, right? Like those feet are going 100 miles per hour, right? Like there's the panic is underneath. That's what I'm getting in reference to this person. So they are feigning as if they're okay. Everything is good. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Right? While also trying to believe that the past wasn't just a figment of their imagination, because I do feel like you gave this person a lot of opportunities to get it right. You gave this person a lot of time. You may even view this person as like a thief, a criminal. This is what this card is stating, you guys. Criminal behavior. While you did want to partner with this person, you wanted to come together and make shit work. You possibly put some of your own pride and even morals to the side in order to work with this person, but they wouldn't partner with you. They created a lot of chaos, and they committed a lot of crimes in this relationship, you guys. They did. I feel like you were left to deal with a lot of the mess that this person would have created. And now you're just like, right? Tired of the bullshit. Even if you haven't fully walked away from this person, you're not as passionate as you were at one point in time. Like you don't really care as much as you did. You might be the one who is like, I don't even want to stick around to have you prove it, right? Like, you need to be put in jail. You may feel like this person stole, right? They stole your time. They stole your energy. They stole your efforts. This may be a girl or guy who cried wolf, meaning this is somebody who looks for pity. They look for somebody to feel sorry for them in order to get back into a person's good graces. But then you often find that you've only committed to going another cycle of the same. This is the problem, okay? Wasting time, all right? Achieving very little. For some of you, this never even went into union. This never became exclusive. It never got as deep as you would have wanted it to. And now you are wisening up. This person at least feels that. This is all within their energy, you guys, okay? So even if you still see it for this person, they're still panicking under the water, even if they look cool as a cucumber on top, like they're just gliding. There is a sense of panic because this person feels as though there's some sort of inner wisdom or inner guidance that you are receiving that has you viewing the past as a crime, like what they have done to you or committed within this connection or in this relationship or the lack thereof. They either stole, they were either fraudulent, right? Fraudulent characters, stolen time, like things of that nature. This is somebody who now wants to get very serious, right? They want to be more serious. They want to pour more into this. But there is a bit of panic, as I stated, under that water, that you're not really going, that you're tired of it, right? Tired of the bullshit, that you're not really going to want to hear out what they have to say, because when you did before, it was just more of the same. I also feel like this is somebody who talks in circles, right? They like to get people confused. So I'm hearing a lot of word salad. That may have been a manipulative tactic in the past. That's something that this person is trying to come out of. They're trying to change that. So if you do communicate with this person, that is something that you will notice very differently about them. That they're not communicating in a way that you don't understand them anymore, but you still will have some pause. It feels very risky. Okay. This is also somebody who views you as a person who is very passionate about life. They miss the passion that you showed them in the past, you guys. They miss how passionate you were about them. So either you are acting indifferent, very nonchalant, acting as if you do not care, or you have moved on. And that's something that they would like to accumulate once again. They're holding on to it as well, okay? I feel like this person has tried to move on. They've tried to let go. They may have even tried to get over you by having sex with someone. That's what I just heard. Don't beat me up, right? Like, don't force anything to fit. That's what they just said. they tried to let go in that way, it only made things worse. So if they did try to create another or a new passionate cycle with another person, that's only intensified their obsession with the past connection with you. No matter how long the two of you have been disengaged, or no matter how long there has been trouble within this connection, it only made shit worse. Wow. So this is somebody who now, I feel like, made you suffer through lots of crimes, as I stated, through this connection, but now they want to be a partner. Now they want to finally get on board with what you're trying to get on board with. You see what I'm saying? Look at this, the Empress and the Sun. I feel like you brought nothing but happiness, comfort, joy, expansion. You were definitely a come up for this person, you guys, even if energetically, right? On all levels. I feel like their life changed or expanded in a lot of ways, even ways that you weren't able to see completely yourself, just by them being able to be near you, okay? Or interact with you, or having access to you, your energy, right? Your time. You're a very magical person, just your aura alone. So I feel like the void is heavy for this individual, okay? This is what they have lost, the Sun and the Empress. Gender doesn't matter. You are definitely upper echelon, and you were definitely, like I said, a level up, a step up from what they were used to, from what they would have been able to pull if they were dating on their level. I'm just saying, right? It's maybe a Leo for some of you, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Yeah, instead of them partnering up with you and doing what they needed to do to become the emperor to this Empress, they kind of just focused on what made them happy, right? What do I want? What do I desire? What do I want to eat for dinner? Where do I want to go? How much do I want to spend? Like, should I, what is it that I need? Okay. A very selfish outlook on life, very self-absorbed. Wow, we have the King of Wands, right? So I feel like this is somebody who got away with this kind of behavior for a long time. They did. But as I stated, they were dating people who were either on their level or beneath them, right? So that would have been acceptable. But they only brought those bad habits to the connection with you. This is somebody who has a very hard time seeing their mistakes for what they are, right? Seeing their faults, seeing their missed opportunities, right? Or the ways in which they could grow. This is somebody who doesn't like to view that. That speaks to some form of a subconscious insecurity that this person might have, right? You might think, King of Wands, this is somebody who on the outside looks great, right? They seem as though they're confident, they are poised, they are charismatic, they are possibly a wordsmith, they are very smooth, suave. They may get a lot of attention, but on the inside, this is somebody who lacks the action to actually be what they like to put out to the world, right? Again, that duck sitting on the water, very cool, calm, collected, look like they have their shit together. But underneath, it's panic at the disco. So I feel like whatever moves you're making at this point, okay, whatever ways in which you're making it very clear to this person that the two of you will not be partnered, they are now viewing that as a crime, because it is definitely putting their own happiness in danger, number one, and it's putting them in a position to lose out on something very valuable, okay? The Empress, anything she touches magnifies, grows, expands, right? It's like alchemy. Anything you touch turns to gold. So there were a lot of benefits in this connection. So that's now in danger as well. And then we also have that ego, right? Or the insecurities. This is them now having to look at it. So whatever ways in which you're showing this person that you are not partnering with them, it's triggering. It's triggering the insecurity. They want to act like they're Big Willie, right? Like they are that bitch, right? Like they are that dude. They want to act like that. But the ways in which you're behaving are not only very different than what they would have been used to in the past, because again, you were accepting, you were very accepting, you were very graceful. You showed this person a lot of grace. This is now triggering something in themselves that they didn't quite want to face, okay? Those insecurities, the lack of really being able to show up for themselves and show up in a way that would enable them to keep their happiness. This This is somebody who is now looking at you as the happiness that they never knew they needed, is what I'm hearing. So they're holding on to it for dear life on a subconscious level, you guys, okay? Look at that, the Fool card in the reverse. It's a very stubborn person, you guys. I almost feel as though this person wants to run towards you. They want to chase you. They're very passionate about starting this over, but it would make them look like a fool or foolish in their mind. Especially if you're not giving them any play, if you're not answering them, if you are cold towards them, indifferent. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to be sitting by the phone, right? Like, you're the fucking Empress. You're the Emperor, okay? You could quickly replace a fucking King of Wands. Come on, like, that's a no-brainer, right? This person almost wishes that you were as passionate as they were, because then they wouldn't feel so, they wouldn't feel so out of their element trying to come towards you, okay? I feel like even though you knew that this person was possibly not on your level at the time that you were dealing with them, like I said, you gave them a lot of grace and you were willing to work with them. You were willing to partner with them, which you now view as a crime, okay? A crime against yourself, and that you were dealing with a criminal, right? A thief of your time. This person may have talked a good game as well, you guys, right? Didn't I say that earlier? A wordsmith? So they talk a good game. They know how to sell themselves, right? Like a good salesman. They talk themselves up as if you're getting ready to partner or getting ready to purchase like a Bentley, okay? A G-Wagon or a Range Rover. When really on the inside, it might be a Range Rover, but the parts are like from a 1920 Buick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lemon, right? It's an optical illusion. It looks good on the outside. On the inside, boy, does it have a lot of work. Like, you're going to put more money into this car or into this vehicle, into this person. You're going to put more resources into it than you would be getting in return, right? The return on the investment is trash. I'm just saying. So this is somebody who didn't view dealing with you as a come up. They didn't view it like that, because they tell themselves a lie. Remember, I'm a King of Wands. I'm a Queen of Wands. I'm that girl. I'm that dude. Like, I'm the one that you need to be showing up to make happy, right? Be my son. Be my all in all. Be everything that I need. Until they're shown the truth. Like I said, they're looking at a mirror almost at this point, you guys, right? Like a light bulb is coming on because of your behavior, your lack of passion, your lack of interest, your lack of care, right? Yeah. And I feel like it's putting this person in a position that they didn't feel like they would be in with you, because of how many times they were able to come towards you this way. Okay, as this fraud. It feels like fraudulent. I'm just saying, okay? It feels like however this person showed up is very fraudulent. Okay? Hello? Range Rover, Buick parts. That's what I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. And you're starting to count your losses, or you already have, or you will be. There's a wisdom within you that's allowing you to see that this is going to cost you more energetically, mentally, emotionally, right? Physically, it's going to cost you to hold on to this person. It's going to hurt you more to hold on than it would to just count your L now or let go, right? That is putting this person in a position of defeat, which they're not used to being in, you guys, okay? Like I said, they may get a lot of attention, but that's only because they portray themselves as a valuable possession. And then when people go ahead and sign up and, you know, sign that lease, okay? Lease to own, I don't know, the fuck. People start realizing, oh shit, like I made a foolish choice. This is not really what I thought it was. This is not really what I thought it was going to be. This person is not really going to be able to, elevate me. I'm going to not only be stagnated, but I may fall behind. Like, I may, you know, be knocked back a couple of steps dealing with you. This is something that they do know about themselves, but they choose to ignore, you guys. They choose to ignore it, and they like to deal with people who help them ignore it, right? They don't like dealing with people who illuminate these insecurities. They don't want to work on it. They don't. It's very painful for this person to recognize or look at their own insecurities. So they would just rather be the fake person or the fake version, the fraud. Okay? Yeah. Yes. That's what they would rather do. And I feel like you're putting them in a position to not have any choice but to look at that shit. That's what we're dealing with here, you guys. Yikes. Yikes. So Ciao. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah. It's a very immature person, you guys. They are. And I feel like this is somebody who tries to place very shallow things as valuable in the face of other people, like I just said, right? King of Wands talks a good game, but what you really possess internally is the Knight of Wands. All right, now we've now gone down. We've now gone down an extreme amount of levels. I'm just saying, we've gone from the Empress to the King of Wands to a Knight. Like, it's a drastic drop. And dealing with this person, you can't possibly stay on this level. You just can't. You just cannot. Okay? You attract what you allow around. Everything must be aligned. And I feel like you try to align yourself with someone who they did position themselves to appear as a King of Wands, but what they actually are is a Knight of Wands. You dealt with a lot of bullshit with this person. Knight of Wands, oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. I'm telling you, especially if you're already on this level, especially if you've already began an awakening or you're on a healing journey. This is somebody who not only affects your energy, but they infiltrate the ways in which you are trying to heal, okay? So for an example, if you are somebody who is trying to elevate, right, spiritually, this is somebody who would knock you back a couple of notches just because of the bullshit that they bring. Hello, their energy is very toxic, you guys. I'm just being very honest with that. I don't necessarily like the Knight of Wands in this positioning because I feel like this is the energy that this person is hiding. Their actions are not that of a king. They're that of a knight, a child, a teenager, somebody who lacks morality, okay? So that might look like cheating. That might look like a lot of lying. That might look like a lot of manipulation. That might look, I mean, come on, right? A criminal energetically that you have tried to partner with. And these are all things that will either come to light for you or they have already come to light for you, right? We have, oh, wow, they told me to pick this up. Snake charmer, that's in the reverse, right? This is somebody who's a sweet talker, a natural seductor. Okay, they know how to seduce. They know how to coerce. They know the right things to say. Okay, they are the type of person, like I said, who they scheme and fraud their way to the top, or at least a step above where they were, an opportunist, right? Even if they need to lie, even if they need to step on people, even if they need to, like I said, steal, destroy. Yikes. This is like not good energy at all, you guys. I'm really curious to know what they're doing here, okay? Especially if you're still dealing with this person, this could be a forewarning to brace yourself for what is to come, because I don't see this person walking away. They're holding on for dear life, in fact, but they're trying to act like they're not. So even if they're not contacting you right now, even if you feel as though, oh, okay, that was easy, right? I told them we're not going to work. Yeah, I no longer want to take a leap of faith towards this. I'm not risking this anymore. We're good. Let's let the past be the past. And it appears as if this person is good with that. Let's not forget that we're dealing with somebody who is emotional immature. Okay? They like to appear as if they are emotionally mature with that King of Wands. Like okay, it is what it is type of thing. I don't feel that. I feel like there is something lying beneath the surface that is soon to be shown to you, because this is someone who is now being like made to look directly at their insecurities. It's a very triggering energy that I'm feeling. And the fact that they don't know how to hone in or control themselves, control their emotions, right? They don't know how to master those emotions. They don't know what to do with them. That is what has this coming up, right? This passion then turns into fire, which is a problem. If you are seeking peace, if you're seeking happiness, if you're now focused on your own happiness, okay? Now, we will have new love in the extended, of course, because I feel like your wisdom is leading you towards the things that you actually deserve, the things that you actually want. Once you start to release and let go of the notion of being with someone who clearly is not meant, right? Clearly is not on the same path as you. So we will look at we will look at new love, but first I want to tie this up with a cute little bow, okay? I want to know what this person hopes to convince you of in terms of their intentions, as well as what their actual intentions are, okay, according to the divine. And then I want to take a look to see what karmic debt this person is due to face and pay within the near future. What did they need, or what did the divine need for you to learn from all of this, okay? We will look at this person's next steps so that you can fully prepare yourself for that, and then we will look at the best potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage this or go in the opposite direction towards new. I'm going to look at both. There's no judgment, of course, okay? Then I want to take a look before we get into new love in reference to how you can energetically protect yourself moving forward to avoid toxicity from infiltrating your space. It's going to be very important protection to have as you try to move forward and go into a new portal, a new cycle. Then we're going to get right into new love, okay? So who's coming towards you? Only the good, only the new. How will you potentially meet this individual? Okay, so keep your eyes peeled for them just in case you have not met this person just yet. What is the most attractive qualities about this individual, and what will they find most attractive about you that's going to allow you to know exactly who I'm talking about, just in case you have several people who are interested in you. This is the one to pour your time, energy, and effort into. Let's see the reason for this person being single. The truth, according to the divine, as well as any red flags or deal breakers that you might need to know. And then we will see what the potential is for things to go all the way with you and this new individual, okay, into union within the near future. I lastly want to look at advice in reference to what the divine suggests you focus on energetically or recalibrate energetically in order to bring about the life that you desire, the life you've been trying to manifest, of happiness and abundance. Whatever that recipe is for you, I want to know what you can do to speed up momentum towards that, okay? And then we will have, without further ado, back by popular demand, we'll have an Ask the Universe read, where I'll give you the floor to ask a couple of questions, but I'll have more instructions over in the extended. All right, y'all ready to go? Let go then. I'm gonna put the link for the extended down below in the description box. Before you head over there, click that like button as well as the subscribe button, and I'm gonna see y'all over there.